Hello everybody, this is mega goal number 3, second secondary, and this is the project lesson for unit number 2, which is called Crime Doesn't Pay. Usually I do not explain the project lesson. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna guide you through the process of how to set your own project or your own presentation. بالعادة ما أشرح دروس البروجكت، لكن أنا فقط أبغى أعلمكم كيف تسوون العروض حقتكم. So usually the project is something that you decide with your teacher. عادة لازم تقررون مع معلمينكم. So this is the project, and the project is usually linked to the title of this unit اللي هو له علاقة بعنوان الوحدة, which is Crime Doesn't Pay. Let's go through the process all together. So the first thing, you should choose and research one of the following topics. So here we have 3 topics. You should choose one of them. You either talk about or search about famous crimes, famous frauds, or famous blunders. I'm guessing that the majority of you know the meaning of crimes, اللي هو معناها الجرائم. But as for frauds, it means in Arabic اللي هو جرائم الاحتيال أو جرائم التزوير. And we mean by it in English is the act of deceiving someone for personal gain or to damage to another individual. Okay, so this is the meaning of frauds. As for blunders, اللي هو معناها الأخطاء الفادحة, it means a bad mistake that is caused by carelessness. So you choose one of these and you can search about them. Okay, afterwards you can work either in pairs or in groups, ثنائيات أو مجموعات, based on what you decide, and then with your teacher, and then you should collect the information from different sources, okay, من مصادر مختلفة. Of course, do not only يعني stick to one resource or مصدر واحد أو source واحد. You can either go to the school library or you can go online, okay, and then you can make notes in your organizer. طبعا ممكن يكون عندكم graphic organizer ممكن تساعدكم في تنظيم المعلومات اللي هي مثل الخرائط المعرفية. Now afterwards, number 3, you can use your notes to prepare either a PowerPoint presentation PPT اللي هو عرض, or a poster. Again, this is something which is up to you or up to your teacher لمعلمكم أو يعني اللي تختارونه أنتوا. طبعا you should select photos and pictures, draw your own. طبعا لازم تختارون صور. طبعا you should as well plan what you're going to present in what order. طبعا إيش اللي راح تعرضون في أي ترتيب. And then you should prepare the text, for example the bullet points, slogans, the description and or account. طبعا لازم الواحد يجهز رؤوس الأقلام والشعارات اللي بيستخدمها والوصف. Afterwards you can share your work, ممكن تشارك العمل حقك. And then you can collate your material and paper. طبعا ممكن تحطونهم بالترتيب اللي هو للعرض بالنسبة للعرض حقكم. Now as well you should rehearse and then present in class. ممكن الواحد يتدرب وكذلك بعدها يسوي presentation في الكلاس. Now right now this graphic organizer or this chart may help you through the process of starting to collect information or doing research on what you decide to do. يعني إنه ممكن هذا يساعدكم إن الواحد يبحث أو مثلا أو يحاول يجمع معلومات عن اللي قرر يسوي. So here you can choose either if you want to search about crime or fraud or blunder. Okay, and then afterwards you should fill or يعني not to forget to include this information in your presentation. المفروض الواحد ما ينسى إنه يضمن هالمعلومات في البرزنتيشن حقه. So what was it about? Okay, ماذا تتكلم عن الجريمة أو جريمة الاحتيال. And then number 2, who was involved, من اللي متورط مثلا في الجريمة أو مثلا من الكاركترز الشخصيات. Where did it happen? أين حدثت. Okay, يعني أين حدثت الجريمة. Where did it take place? When did it happen? طبعا متى حدثت as well. Okay, and why did it happen? The reason, السبب, ما السبب. Okay, you have to include the reason why, لماذا. And as well how it was where was it resolved كيف تم حلها. Okay, so these are very important information that you should include in your presentation. Now, when you prepare your PowerPoint presentation, you should focus on these things. You should focus on your audience. You should focus on the content and the slides. What do we mean by that? لازم الواحد يركز على الجمهور. Okay, and you should focus on the content. المحتوى لازم يكون يعني محتوى جيد, and the slides اللي هي الشرائح. Okay, طبعا عارفين ان الباوربوينت presentation في slides شرائح. Now regarding the audience, you should يعني first let me highlight them. What the audience knows or expect. You can start your presentation by asking your audience. ممكن تبدأ العرض بين الواحد يسأل الجمهور حقه what do you know about this topic, or what are you expecting, اللي يتوقعون. And then remember to keep them interested and engaged. خليهم دائما يكونون يعني engaged and interested, يعني بمعنى انه يكون الواحد يعني من كثر ما هو شيق انهم انتباههم يعني يكون مثار وهكذا. Anyways, you should as well entertain them and amuse them. You can tell a joke or make a comment. يعني ممكن الواحد يخليهم جدا يعني انه يحاول يرفه عن الجمهور. It's very important as well to have a sense of humor. يكون الواحد عنده حس دعابة. ممكن يقول نكتة أو مثلا طبعا أو تعليق. طبعا it has to be relevant طبعا to the topic sometimes. Okay, طبعا you have to as well decide on, now regarding the content you have to decide on what you are going to talk about, اللي راح تتكلم عنه. Remember to use keywords and information. Use visuals and example, and be prepared to say more than what is in your slides. Okay, طبعا لازم الواحد يكون يعرف شنو بيتكلم عنه, يحط keywords يعني مفاتيح كلمات ومعلومات ممكن تساعده. لازم الواحد يستخدم visuals or example, and of course they have to be relevant. يعني يستخدم صور وكذلك أمثلة. طبعا هذول الأمثلة والصور راح تساعدك في توضيح المعلومات. طبعا be prepared. الواحد لازم يكون يعني you should know, يعني show your audience that you are mastering the content, أو يعني إنك أنت you are well aware of what you're presenting. يعني لازم الواحد يبين للجمهور إنه هو يعرف المادة العلمية اللي راح يقدمها. So مفروض إنه ما يعني you do not stick to the information on the slides. مو فقط المعلومات المذكورة في الشريحة. You should say more than that. مفروض الواحد يذكر أكثر من ذلك. Now regarding the slides, remember not to add too many points. لا تحط نقاط واجد. Not to use small fonts. الخط يكون طبعا the color and the size is very important of the font. لون الخط وبرضو حجم الخط مهم. And limit your point to about 4 to 5 maximum. ما تتكلم عن أكثر من 5 إلى 4 نقاط. Use bullet points, charts or graphs. طبعا حط اللي هي رؤوس الأقلام وكذلك الcharts والgraphs. Use visuals. طبعا المهم جدا الواحد يستخدم صور. And then reveal the information gradually. طبعا بالتدريج الواحد يعني مفروض يتدرج في عرض المعلومات. And remember to include the notes in the margin if you need a reminder of what you say. طبعا في الباوربوينت في خاصية فيها margin, ممكن تترك مع ملاحظات. طبعا ما تظهر للأودينس, تظهر لك, ممكن تكون كتذكير لك. And then you should do a trial run, practice using your material and software. طبعا حلو إن الواحد يتدرب على العرض وكذلك يتدرب إنه يكون مثلا إنه موجود عنده في الفلاش ميموري أو مثلا على الكمبيوتر. فمهم جدا إن يعني برضو الواحد يتدرب ويتأكد إن الماتيريال جاهزة عنده. So these are mainly the guidelines of how to set your own project. And remember, you should choose one of these, either a famous crime, famous fraud, or famous blunders. Okay, so this is very important. And then later on, let's move on to the last part, which is the reflection part. يعني this is to deeply think about the unit, which is unit number 2. إن الواحد يفكر مليا في الوحدة الثانية. و it's regarding first, like let's say the things that you like about the unit. What did you like about unit 2? طبعا you remember that this unit is called crime doesn't pay. العنوان الوحدة crime doesn't pay. So what did you like about this unit? Did you like the title? Did you like the stories that you read? Also, you can say the things that you didn't like very much, okay? So, for example, you can say, I didn't like very much, for example, the writing lesson, or for example, I didn't like very much the foolish crimes that we read about. Anyways, now, what are the things that you found easy in unit number 2 and the things that you found difficult? الأشياء السهلة. How about the grammar? Did you find it easy or difficult? Okay, so you can just list them here, and then later on, this is the checklist. What do we mean by the checklist? It's mainly the objective, اللي هي الأهداف, that we accomplish them by the end of the lesson. الأهداف. So we discussed the crimes and the punishment. We read and discussed the newspaper article. قرأنا اللي هي المقالات الموجودة في الجريدة. We explained the steps in a process. طبعا شرحنا العملية. We use the passive. تكلمنا عن طبعا المبني المجهول. We use the past perfect and the past perfect progressive. المضارع التام البسيط والمضارع التام المستمر. And we talked about the past tense with verb to be. We talked about the regular and irregular in the past. We talked about as well used to and with. And also we talked about the simple past versus the past progressive. So all of these we have covered them. And you can see here where you are. يعني if you can do it very well. يعني you are excellent. يعني you did an excellent job, or you can do them very well. ممكن إنك يعني جيد جدا. Or you can do them quite well, so and so إلى حد ما. Or if you need to practice more, إذا كنت تحتاج مثلا إنك تتدرب أكثر مثلا على past simple versus the present progressive. Now, here you are asked to list 5 words that you like in this unit, or your favorite 5 words. الكلمات الخمسة المفضلة عندك. طبعا you can go to the first lesson or to the vocabulary builder, and you can just list them here below. Unfortunately, I cannot recall any of the words that we have learned. ما أتذكر الكلمات, but I'm pretty sure that you can do so. Okay, so you just list them here. Now, if you still are not sure about something in Unit 2, so how are you willing to resolve this? كيف ناوي تحل هذه المشكلة? Are you gonna read through the unit again? راح تراجع الوحدة. You can as well listen to the audio material. طبعا ممكن تسمع للمقطع. You can study the grammar and function from the unit again. ممكن تراجعهم. And of course you can ask your teacher to help you. ممكن تطلب من المعلمة أو المعلم إنه يساعدك. As well, you can always go back to the videos I posted, اللي هي الفيديوهات اللي أنا نشرتها or I published, and you can revise what we have learned in unit number 2. So right now we have reached the end of unit number 2. I hope that you found it very beneficial, the explanation. You found the explanation very beneficial, and I hope that you found it engaging. Okay? So remember to subscribe, share this video, and leave me a comment of any kind regarding unit number 2, which is called Crime Doesn't Pay. And of course, don't forget to leave me a thumb up. Till next time, or I'll see you again in unit number 3. Have a good one.